The summer sun was just dipping below the tree line when I arrived at my lake cabin, eager for a peaceful evening. My property sits well outside the bounds of the local HOA, yet their self-appointed Queen Karen never seemed to grasp that. She treated every home near the lake as though it fell under her personal jurisdiction. That evening, when I rounded the porch, I spotted her standing inside my living room, rifling through my belongings as if she owned the place. I stormed in, demanding to know what she thought she was doing. Karen, without missing a beat, shrieked that HOA rules gave her the right to inspect my property for compliance. I laughed in disbelief. My cabin wasn't in her neighborhood, and she knew it. Flustered, she dialed 911 on the spot, trying to spin the story that I was harassing her on what she claimed was her property. What Karen didn't realize was that I wasn't alone that weekend. Sitting calmly on the porch was none other than the state attorney general, who happened to be my longtime family friend. He had joined me for a fishing trip, hoping for a break from politics. When Karen burst outside to meet the arriving deputies, she immediately started ranting, pointing at me like a criminal. Then her eyes landed on the attorney general, and her smugness evaporated. The deputies froze for a moment as the attorney general rose and introduced himself, a badge of office gleaming in his wallet. He calmly explained that I was the legal property owner, that Karen was trespassing, and that her claims had no basis in law. He even pulled out the recorded property deeds, which I had already shown him earlier in the day. The deputy's expression shifted from confusion to irritation. They had been dragged into a personal vendetta by a woman who had no authority here. Karen, still clinging to her delusion of control, argued back, insisting that the community rules applied everywhere near the lake. The attorney general cut her off with a firm tone. "Ma'am, you are not only trespassing, but you are misusing law enforcement resources. If you continue, you'll face charges yourself." Her face went pale as the deputies warned her to leave immediately. Instead of victory, Karen was escorted off my property with a stern citation for trespassing. The attorney general chuckled, shaking his head. "I came here for fishing," he said, "but I didn't expect front row seats to an HOA meltdown." From that day on, Karen never set foot near my cabin again. The lake remained peaceful, and word spread quickly among her HOA circle. Messing with me meant running straight into the highest levels of state law.